Magic Guild.
All right. We just started right now. Folks, hello. My name is Romanus, and this is supposed to be episode 6, but we kind of fucked up episode 5 because of audio problems.
You kind of fucked up episodes.
Listen, it wasn't my fault. It was the equipment's fault, and I fixed it by pushing a whole bunch of random audio buttons. So,
you fucked it up.
Lesson learned. We got Zuka here. He's gunning for that third podcast position spot. He's gonna be our. A lot of people aren't gonna get this, but he's gonna be our Paul's ego. If you know the Deep Fat Fried podcast or the former Drunken Peasants, which I love those fucking guys. So somebody's gonna get it.
I don't know how I feel about Amazing Atheist nowadays.
I like the Amazing Atheist. He's good. He's a cool dude. I mean,
I don't know. He's done some pretty crash dummy shit.
I mean, nobody's perfect. I mean,
No, I'm not saying nobody's perfect, but wasn't there a video where he was putting like hot oil on his balls or some shit?
Yeah, he's into some crazy shit. He's infamous for bananas and shit.
Yeah, like banana in the tailpipe or something.
Yeah,
seen that shit.
But I mean, I always respected him as a podcaster and a talker. So but then again, I like Mr. Medicare and a whole bunch of crazy people who are. They make me laugh. I don't care. If people say Mr. Medicare is a troll and a racist, I don't even care. I like him because he's funny. You know, if you can make me laugh, I don't really care. Like, everybody has their own opinion. So, and he's funny. He just, there's not a lot of people who are that funny and edgy, and it works. But So, yeah, folks, I'm glad we started off like this, talking about racism. So, moving on, Saga news. Well, I posted in the Saga, so it's...
Let's see, let me check this Saga post that you made.
Yeah, go there, Blues. Give the people
Ron burner. Get ready.
That's the only move he does.
I know. It's actually a pretty cool move. I like.
Dude, I got to actually sit down and write an extensive profiles because I have all their techniques. I also need to consolidate all my images on one platform because I have like a whole bunch of Tetra ROM images that I never use.
What you need to do is use the format that Xanthi made.
That's what I plan on doing too. We're gonna talk about Xanthi later. Oh, don't worry.
Whoa,
you and Elijah and in your love triangle.
Wait a minute.
Love triangle.
Yeah, bro, it's going there.
It's not a love triangle. It's not a love triangle. See, what it is Xanthi is Elijah's mother of an alternate timeline. Kautogan is not related to either of them.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later because I don't want.
Daddy gone.
Say what?
Daddy gone.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later on. Do we even have? What would that? You know what? We'll put that. No,
what we'll talk about now, Mr. Ron Burns.
That's technically site news, but we're gonna talk. Go to the forum page and you can inspect my work and Zuka's work.
I'm looking at it right now.
I like the ROM burner. I came up with that on I think I came up with that on Summit or Destiny. Can't remember which.
Sit down and write all my techniques for all my characters, man.
Because you notice my different characters kind of have different fighting styles and weaknesses. Like Moth Violet can't fight for shit at hand to hand. Same with Tetra, but but Tetra has a sword, a rapier sword that a lot of people don't know she carries on her because she used defense, and she also has barriers. Moth Violet's just, she has her own ways of defending. Well, she's a rookie. I mean, do you want me to make her OP right off the bat? It'd come off weird. And I'll tell you what, Blues, people like when you kind of underpower your characters. They really do. Like, people always love Tetradia and I think they like Moth Violet because they're not like I'm not trying to push them to always win and shit. Like they do lose, and they, but it doesn't mean
It's a
that.
lot of development. That's the whole thing with you, Rom. You're good. You're really fucking good with developing. You're really good
Yeah,
at that.
yeah, I'm really trying to do that more.
Yeah, see, with Kadogan, he wouldn't be as intimidating if he wasn't the
Yeah.
strongest.
Well, he's a main villain. What are you gonna do, Blues? You have to make him that strong because he's always getting ganged up on.
Exactly.
I don't.
Cadogan reminds me of
Of who?
How so?
Dracula. I don't know. Just the way he talks, and it reminds me of Dracula.
I mainly based him on Shang Tsung.
Yeah, he's definitely the typical villain, but I mean, that's not a bad thing because I mean, one thing I suck at is just making like a Frieza villain. You notice all my villains are they're not fully evil. Even Rom isn't really fully evil. Like he cares about his teammates and Zuka, to an extent. He knows who Zuka is and he won't he's an ally, but like that's actually, if you think about it, Frieza's a better, and Vegeta, when he was, starting off in the Saiyan Saga, were better villains than Rom in certain ways because they were willing to sacrifice the people around them, where Rom won't. And it eats him alive when he loses people.
Also, haven't had much time to have our characters. And,
Yeah.
It's been.
Yeah. We've been stuck in space, and I'm starting to get kind of impatient because I want to play Rom. Like it's like, what the fuck? He's supposed to be one of the biggest villains that people were waiting for, and it's like, And here's the thing too, Zuka.
Is we got Magic Man.
Yeah, but I think
I feel like this site's been run over with magic.
Yeah,
it's got fucking magic. Not even DBL anymore. It's just straight up fucking magic.
I don't even know what runes are. Magic. He keeps talking about runes. I'm like, what the fuck are runes? Are they glowing things? I don't.
Isn't it like paper you fucking put on them and then it does something or some shit?
Oh, is that what it is?
No.
He's gonna explain, right?
Basically, fucking letters, old letters.
Oh, okay. Like the glowing letters for magic and shit.
Yeah, it's like glowing letters and shit, like these.
Like alchemist seals, like from the Alchemist, or not from the Alchemist, but Full Metal Alchemist. It's basically that. They're basically alchemist seals, but just magic seals, or some shit.
Oh shit, he's showing in general. All right, I see.
Who's chilling in general?
Blues. He put some shit on here. The room.
Yeah, this is probably what they would look like. This type of shit right here.
Oh, you put it in general chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
if you look, yeah.
Yeah, they're just they're basically the magic version of alchemist seals, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think we lost. Who'd we lose? Does Zuka go to roleplay chat? That's weird.
Popped over in the wrong place. What the fuck?
Voice roleplay chat? Oh god, that's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, every time Kadogan uses his magic, he has to form one of these runes in a specific color and shit. So fire,
dude,
red.
I like these images of them up here.
Yeah, no, this is pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
He can't use ice, and he can't use water. He can't use water.
I think I might have to fucking create a magic and have Cat.
Yeah, we this time around on this side, it seems like we have a magic fad going on, but they are interesting because it's like
There's a whole new dynamic to the.
Yeah.
I like.
I wanted it to magic doesn't exist in Dragon Ball.
I wanted there to be really four huge powers in the universe. You have the martial artists who use ki, the galactic warriors who are like Frieza's soldiers and the Saiyan warriors who use ki, and then you have magic users and you have magicka because magic users what they do is they use spells to get magic ki, magical energy. But Magica,
Alright,
like,
well,
like Magica Senshi, like whether they're dudes or girls and they transform into a person that can generate Magica ki, basically. And
oh,
those
okay. Alright.
and those are the 4 powers that we're going to be on Enigma.
Well, doesn't the magic work the same way though?
In a way,
It's
it
just
does,
it's
because
just a different form
you
of
could look at
magic.
a magical girl's transformation as a spell, but instead of
'Cause see, the way I see it, Kadogan, he uses a specific form of magic where he has to, draw runes and shit. But it's the same kind of magic that, say, fortune teller Baba would be using. It's just
yeah,
that she doesn't have to draw runes and shit. It's the
but
same kind of magic.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I try to make a difference between like magical, like 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 warriors who transform into somebody. It's not just magical girls. You can look at like Ronin warriors where they just transform and they have armor. They're like the armored version of a magical girl, basically. But the way they generate Magica Key is they transform into basically a different person or being that can. It's basically really like Magica is for like people who like Dalila. They're just normal people, but they can basically cheat the system and transform into somebody who can actually generate ki.
Is that how you say her name, Dalila?
It's Dalia or
I was
Dalia.
calling her.
Dahlia.
I was calling her
Oh
Dahlia
yeah,
at first.
Dahlia. Dahlia.
Mom's just
Yeah.
retarded.
Yeah,
That's what I
Dahlia's
was.
actually better. Yeah, Dahlia Lumen.
It's Dahlia. Rom's just retarded.
I'm.
I don't. I think I just switched up. At first it was Dahlia, but then I got it in my mind Dalia. So, but I like Dahlia better because
It was a couple times. It was Dalila.
yeah,
Like you added a whole extra L.
I
yeah.
know. Like, what the fuck?
I was probably drunk. Don't blame the alcohol.
I was drunk.
Yeah, That's always my excuse. It's like, well, you called the head admin a fag and he banned you. I was like, well, I was drunk and he was an asshole. So I guess I don't know,
Just
man.
transformed into moth.
All right, I'm gonna have to send somebody to take down Moth Violet.
Why? Just because?
She's a criminal.
You take
But
it down now?
but isn't she like under the protection of Astrid? So you're gonna send who?
Nobody. When the fuck did Astrid say he was protecting you? He protected Rakutsu.
Yeah, no, he was a guardian of both of them.
Give a fuck about Dalila.
Thanks, Blues. Blues is just like, yeah, fuck all that shit. I'm just gonna attack her anyways. Nice, Blues. But no, I actually, in the future, I do want to make those distinctions. Like, I want to make them archetypes. Like, you have magical Senshi, galactic warriors, martial artists, and, what was the other one? Magic users, basically. And you could break them down even further into sub-archetypes like alchemist, I don't know, whatever. But dude, that's so far down the road because I'm already busy with shit. I haven't even looked at the stat system, man. I gotta
Go look at the stat system right
yeah,
now.
because I don't want to add shit or subtract shit because I want it to be
Tell
simple.
me what you like and don't like. It's
I
pretty
think you and Forte, what I'm worried about is you guys are gonna add to it and make it super complicated, like Arena or some shit, and I'm gonna be like, no.
That was the mistake we made last time on that. So,
Because, dude, I mean, Zuka will tell you, too. I mean, like I said, I respect Arena Vegeta, I always have, but the stats it took too long to learn. Like, imagine a 14-year-old who's a noob trying to basically learn, like, rocket science. And it's gonna take, like, 5 hours to learn a stat system. A Zoomer doesn't have the attention span for that shit, man. That's why I was saying we should go to DICE, but I'm willing to give this a try. I'm a team player, but if it becomes too cumbersome, I'm gonna be like, bro, we gotta either take some pieces apart or reassess. But
It won't work. Not if you use dice. If you use dice for the whole thing, it won't.
yeah, I don't know if we'd use it for the whole thing, but it would be the final decider as the dice.
Are you looking at the stats, Rob?
Not yet. I have the Discord open right now, but I will look at it.
I'll link it right now.
Okay.
I'll put it in the talk to speak.
But
I was gonna say or
Huh?
oh, you
say
put it,
or put it in the now.
yeah, just put it in the message in general.
Yeah,
I already put it in talk to speak.
Is it in
yeah,
talk?
let me see this shit.
Yeah. I guess we'll take a look. Folks, I hope you're enjoying this podcast right now. See what we're doing, man? We're making magic.
Take a gander at the stats.
That motherfucker calling up the Magic Guild. I'm about to hop in there and bust his face open.
No, I told him he could do that because we need him to, because we need the compass to find the Dragon Balls. Because if we go back to Vegeta's house, he's gonna kick our asses again. Like when he ran Moth Violet out.
Right, here's my first question for you, Blues.
So
These transformations, the word count. We do that with other people.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Just as long as you got however many words it's required.
Alright, cool. Gotcha.
So beginning stats, you got HP, power level, defense, TP, APR. Yeah, I think if you keep it that basic, it might work. I'll be right back.
The transformations are pretty cool.
Yeah, I wanted to make the fucking numbers insane so people could actually try and get them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because transformation 4, it's like you need 600k power level, and it multiplies your shit times 200. That's like, that should be the end game. It's like you got 600k power level, multiply that by
So 5 APR, that means we can do 5 attacks,
Yeah.
right?
yes.
Blues, just be ready
And
to
I-
have to adjust those things because I don't know, like, I don't
If you
know.
need someone to test it out, I'm down. We can do that shit right.
Yeah.
600,000 PL times 200, your power level is going to be boosted up to 120 million.
Yeah, I might,
Fucking- Hold on, let me read.
my only thing is I would adjust those GIFs to, like, between 400 by 200 or something.
Look, I didn't edit those gifs. I just straight
Yeah.
linked them from fucking whatever
That's
they
cool.
were. I don't have those saved in Imgur.
Yeah, I'll,
And maybe change up the
I don't know why Rakut's is trying. Dude, I'm not gonna play the Magic Girl when I'm doing the damn podcast.
motherfucker.
He just have to wait. I mean, it's cool. I like Rakutsu, man. He's good.
Yeah,
He's cool.
he's not bad. I don't mind.
Yeah, Kutsu's cool.
So he's a good guy.
Okay, so those are the stats. Any questions?
Who's playing KGN 2000 or whatever?
Remember Rihito?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's who's playing KGN 005.
So, I mean, we talked a little bit. We didn't really talk about the saga, but yeah, I posted in it. You know, me and Zuka are gonna take our time. We don't need a rush. I actually wanted the battle to actually be pretty, like, to actually have to last a few more rounds, but just
Talking
so
about Vegeta.
If y'all want to, we can just move forward with the saga, and then y'all just finish that.
yeah, I mean that's the plan. I mean, I'm
It's
gonna.
okay.
Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
because it's just y'all two in the thread. It's
Yeah.
not like you have to wait on anybody else.
That's up to Rom. I'm perfectly fine because I'm not going to be doing anything besides going to Earth whenever.
Yeah. I mean, we might as well. We'll just extend out the battles so that way we have more fun. Like we could have had more fun fighting minions before we got to Zorn, but I didn't know because Blues was trying to rush into Namek, so I didn't know if he wanted us to do that. So that's why I kind of was like, oh, okay, well.
It's like now that I realize it's like we don't have people like Rivera and Bardock to wait on.
Is Rom going to Namek, or is Raditz, or both?
No, Rom's going to Namek. Raditz is
Right.
Rom,
behind Vegeta.
Rom and Sorora, which is Raditz's daughter, are going to Namek, and also his surviving squad mates. So I would imagine Zuko would go with
coming
him.
with me.
Who?
Aurora's coming.
Yeah, if you both want to go, I mean, shit, that's better. Then I don't have to play as many NPCs.
Yeah, I'll have Sorora come with me to Earth along.
Okay, so you guys are splitting up. So basically, is there going to be an attack force on Earth before we even, like, Rom even gets there, basically? Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be...
Blues, if you want, I'll number or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
And you never know, Sorora might hook up with Zuka's son. That could be a thing.
Yeah, so Zuka's going to Earth with Cumber, Sorora, and is he going with his son too?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be your squad. Rom is going to Namek with his surviving squad mates, and
I could always generate Broco and Pumpkin. Those
he's
two
also,
guys.
I forgot. Kaksu is going to help Romanus on fucking Namek.
I'll probably have Broco and Pumpkin show up as two veteran Saiyans, old school Saiyans, and they'll be there too. So have fun with that.
Once Romanus gets all the Dragon Balls, that's when Turles is going to show up and beat the shit out the heroes.
Yeah. Maybe I'll even have like Fosh. Well, do I really? No, I'll leave Bardock's squad mates alone. I can always find other Saiyans to generate.
I think Turles already killed one of his old squad mates.
Yeah. What are some other Saiyans I could bring? There's Pumpkin and Broco. I don't know. There's a few others. I could always just use OCs.
Paragus.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Paragus. Yeah, Paragus is gonna.
And Brawly, because whoever plays Brawly is not Brawly.
Well, I think what happened in the story, because Refua's like Paragus' daughter or some shit. Like.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, they lost track of Brawly, so Paragus could only bring Refura. So, yeah, I'll play Paragus on Namek, too, because he's obviously going to be there. And he'd be like a senior person. He would technically be higher rank. Should be higher ranked than Rom, unless he's just not as powerful. So, because Rom really made a name for himself. Yeah, he's kind of old. I don't know.
Very old.
So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, and it'll be interesting to Soror. I mean, Raditz won't be happy about that, but he can't really do anything right now since he's. It'd almost be better if Raditz went with them, but because this is, what's going to happen, Zuka, is Raditz is going to be stuck in charge of Vegeta after all this shit is over, and the remnants of us who survive. We're going to have a choice. It's like, well, do we want to go back and help King Raditz? Or are we going to do our own thing?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be a weird situation.
Could be hell.
I guess we would end up going back there, but I mean, there's going to be a huge power vacuum, so I don't know how that's going to work. It'd almost be better if Raditz went to either Namek or to actually leave Paragus on fucking planet Vegeta. That would actually make more sense, because it would make more sense to have Raditz out in the battlefield since he's still he's actually pretty strong. And then
that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, just have him go with Zuka, so that way finally Zuka and Raditz can interact. We
do have our spar thing going on. I was figuring that like the next post or two that I would introduce.
Yeah, I remember you saying that you would introduce his son. So you should definitely do that. Okara. Yeah, it's Okara or Okara. Okara. Okay. Yeah, that won't be bad. I think Blue's left for a while. Let's see what else. We got C-Box news. Well, to be honest, I haven't really paid attention to C-Box like I should. It's been a shit show out there, folks. The love triangle or whatever, the drama between Blues, Elijah. Let me tell you my interpretation as we go into this rant. Zuka will have his own opinions, so he'll be there. He'll be there to temper my insanity. But this is how I see it. Elijah, aka Spanish Gohan, has always had a crush on Xanthi, and so in a way has Blues. So here comes Xanthi back to the site, and she's become Eris, the god of chaos and discord, and this is going to turn into some kind of like Odyssey, Greek tragedy shit, where it's not even really a fault of her own. I don't really blame Xanthi for it. It's just Blues and Elijah kind of jockey for Xanthi's attention. That's just how it is. I'm sorry. That's how I see it. That's how I call it. And Zuka can't even lie. He's laughing in the background. I know he knows this shit's true because he sees it. Because these are youngins, man. These are youngins, man. I know. And Xanthi, I think Xanthi's about my age or a little bit younger. She's playing them like fiddles, man. And I gotta respect that. It's actually funny to me. I don't. This.
Gotta watch though, because like in the end, it's gonna be hilarious.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know what Elijah's trying to get out of it. I'll just be like, look, dude. I mean, I don't know. You know, the way I would do it if I was Xanthi. This is my advice to her: create two different characters. Have one that plays with Blues, and have one that plays with Elijah. That's how you solve the dispute. I guess that's how I would do it. Because I see this not stopping. They're just going to go tit for tat for each other. And, I mean, it's really not going to work out well for Elijah because Blues is the site admin, head admin. So it's like, well, what are you doing, dude? Like, I mean, should Blues not do that? Yeah, but, I mean, what... I don't know. It's something. There has to be a resolution to this, man, because it's not. I don't know what the fuck's really going on. I try to make it out, but that's what it looks like to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's going beyond in character dynamics. I think it's starting to go in that gray area between out of character and in character, and this is why. Women are to blame for all the problems in the world, guys. That's the lesson you have to learn from this. You know, I mean, that's what I'm here to do. Rom is here to teach lessons. Did the audio go away? No, I'm still on. I'm still rambling. I think Zuka left for a bit. Elijah is Xanthi's son from a different timeline. Look, I see them working against Catagon in the end. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. It's a lot of shit. It's in character stuff. It's out of character stuff. I don't know where it's going with that, man. I just would rather. I'm staying on the perimeter of that. I'm staying out of that shit, man. That's have fun. Have fun with that. I'll play it in character as Tetra, of course, Tetradia, of course, but I'm not. Talk about Moth and Rakutsu? Oh. Well, that's a good ship. I like that ship. Where's Blues anyways? Where did Blues go? But, yeah, I mean, I like where it's going with Moth and Rakutsu. Moth is also known as Delia Lumen, but she has... I mean, I don't even. If you don't know who these people are, why are you listening to this podcast? Go build a castle, or I don't know, get a real hobby. Why would you listen to a podcast unless you're actually on site fighting his cousin again? Talk about Moth fighting his cousin again. Whose cousin? Don't know where you're going with that one, Zuka. Man, how am I the only one left? Where did Blues go? I'm the only one left running the podcast, and we'll go for a while longer, I think. I'm not gonna lie, folks. It's probably gonna be a short podcast today. Oh yeah.
Happy.
Blues, where the fuck have you been, man? We needed you here. We were talking about the drama alert between you, Elijah, and Xanthi.
But what about it?
And my theory is, now this is just a theory, Blues, so don't go all like, oh, Rom's sowing discord. It's like, I'm not the one sowing discord. I see it as a Greek tragedy where Xanthi has returned from the depths of the ocean as Eris, the goddess of chaos and discord. And you and Elijah is starting to blur between out of character and in character, like pent up rage. Because
How?
I don't know, man. I see it like that. Unless you guys are just literally that. You guys are also like out of character, kind of playing your characters too. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, sometimes.
My solution would be, like I told Zook. See, I actually have solutions. I'm not here to just incite drama, but I was like, well, Xanthi should basically create two characters. One to RP with you, and one to RP with Elijah. There's the fucking solution. There you go. What do you think?
There's an entire story-based reason as to why Catogan and Elijah fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
Okay, let me explain.
All right.
Catogan, you already know that his family was fucking assassinated, right?
Yes.
It was Xanthi's grandfather, who Elijah is named after.
Yeah.
He was the one who killed off Catogan's family.
Oh, now that kind of makes sense now.
That being said, he tried to look for Xanthi's grandfather, but couldn't find him because he died shortly after, right?
Yeah.
The trail went cold. He eventually found out that Xanthi was alive and went after her. So that's how all of this shit.
And then you literally fall in love with Catogan. Kind of gets lust for the granddaughter who basically destroyed his family. That's some deep shit. I think you know what I think about Catogan.
That's the reason why he never just straight up killed her.
Catogan just wants shit that's out of his reach, and he's just like a storm that's just building more force, and he just wants to consume more and more. Like, even after this revenge shit, like, if I was a betting man, I think he would just go after other people until I don't know, he just...
Xanthi had a conversation with him where he was like, oh, you don't have anything to fight for, your whole family's dead. So he was like, alright, you know what, I'm just going to take over the fucking universe.
Yeah, exactly. I figured he would. I mean, what else would he do?
Revenge. He's like, fuck revenge, I'm going to take over the universe.
Oh, Catogan.
Hey, blame Xanthi, okay? Because she's
Yeah.
the one who fucking mocked him. And
But even though I probably won't... If I ever do play Catogan's son, it's probably going to be in the far future, and it's just going to be an NPC, because I can't play any more characters, man. I don't like all my characters. I'm not going to really give them up. I mean, maybe Raditz eventually, but... I mean, it'd make logical sense to play Sorora then, you know? Oh, yeah, I mean, Zuka could probably play. But, you know, it'd be interesting because, like, it would be really hard for, like, Rosanite Aegis to top his father if he ever wanted to be like him. I don't know if he ever would want to be like him.
I mean, yeah, it'd be hard.
He'd literally be like a Kylo Ren type. And he would be trained by Alexos and Tetradia, you know, but, you know, it'd be funny. He couldn't live up to it. It's almost like if Rom tried to live up to Prince Vegeta's, like, epicness as a canon. It's just not gonna happen. You know, I kind of made Rom flawed enough to where he couldn't go down that path anyways. He and there's enough difference between them to where he's not just a Prince Vegeta clone anyways. So, but let's see what else. DBZ talk. Oh, this is the fun. We already talked about shipping blues. You missed the juicy part about Moth Violet and Rikutsu. Who doesn't like teen puppy love? Aww. Aww. What it being? That's my job. Usually it's my job when there's like some kind of emotional shit going on to ruin it with Rom. But Rom's never on Earth. He never goes there. So it's basically like Cadogan took his place as somebody who ruins shit for.
Yeah, I mean, but he has his own goals. It's not like
Pop
doing shit. He hasn't fought the heroes since. Well, last time he fought the heroes, it was Astrid and Elijah, and they managed to destroy one of his soul fragments, but he stole the soul of his girlfriend.
Zuka brings up a point. What the hell was the purpose of stealing some of Moth Violet's hair? Are you trying to like create like an evil Cadogan version of a magical girl or some shit?
Is it say I didn't? That wasn't my plan. He just wanted me to do that shit.
Oh, Fiend did? Like, what the fuck? So Fiend's gonna create a magical girl. A Fiend version of Moth. Yep.
You know what Moth Violet is?
An evil version of Moth Violet. She'd have to wear all black and be like a.
What the hell fucking Moth Violet even is?
Who is Moth Violet? Do you really want to know? Because it doesn't. If you look at her story, it doesn't really all add up. Does it, really?
You know what? All I know is if this Moth Yokai shows up, Cadogan's beating his ass.
Dude, Moth Yokai could actually take on Cadogan because he was a threat to Dabura. So, oh, come on. I can make villains just as strong as yours. I just generally don't right now. So, can Cadogan beat Dabura? Who could take on a?
I know who the fuck Dabura is.
You know who Dabura is?
Demon shit. Dark magic and demon shit is not.
You're actually dark magic won't be that. Well, I don't know. It might.
I'm saying just because he knows about dark magic doesn't mean he knows about Dabura and demons and shit. He doesn't even know what the fuck Fiend really is.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, it's a demon.
I mean, Moth Yokai is on a Abigail is probably on the same demon level as like Moth Yokai. She's probably is like a demon. I guess Lord S. Because I mean, Fiend is kind of a similar situation as Moth Violet. So Cadogan would have his work cut out for him against Moth Yokai. He might win, but he might not, because there are bigger fish in the sea, but luckily for Cadogan, Moth Yokai was defeated by Dabura. He retreated to Earth, and then he was finally finished off by Dabura's minions.
We'll see. Cadogan's not at his full power. He still has to collect all of his fucking soul shards.
Yeah, but still, I would say that'd be an interesting fight. But you never know. Maybe Abigail knows Moth Yokai. Azuka Fiend does, because Moth.
Well, we can make that happen.
Yeah.
I mean, he is over 6,000 years old.
In fact, I think Fiend is looking for Fiend is really looking for Moth Yokai, but he senses Moth Yokai in Dalia. I mean, that's the reason he's so interested in her, is because if Fiend was back in the Civil War days, the Demon Civil Wars, and he was fighting, he'd be like, I remember this guy. Like he's onto something. So he's kind of like. That's why he's so interested in Moth Violet. And the truth is...
Next time they fight, you should have him come out.
Yeah, I will. But the truth is really, like, what Rikutsu doesn't know when he gets the Dragon Balls, Unless he listens to his podcast or some shit, which he probably won't. So it'll just be our secret. But what he doesn't know.
This is the one fucking podcast he watches.
Yeah, I know, right?
Probably.
What he doesn't know is when they gather to Dragon Balls, even with that magic compass, she's gonna wish. She's fine. She's actually probably is gonna wish herself normal, so that way for her parents' sake. But what the dragon's gonna say is, I can't make the wish because what you're asking for is incorrect. And then Moth Violet's gonna scratch her head and be like, wait, what do you mean? I want to be wished back to normal and you to free Moth Yokai. And he's like, you are Moth Yokai. You were reincarnated. The whole reason he went to Earth, because he knew if he lost, he could be reincarnated. And then she just, like the two, she has three different, she actually, not only is she bipolar, she technically has three different personalities. Moth Yokai is a figment of her imagination. And Delilah and Moth Violet are like the two different personas of her. And all these three merge finally, and she's like, oh, I know who exactly Fiend is and Abigail. I know who all these people are. I'm the Demon Lord. And she's just gonna, she's gonna have a mental break, and Rakutsu's gonna get, it's gonna be, Rakutsu's gonna be in trouble real quick. Because not only is she gonna remember everything, she's gonna remember all the combat experience of Moth Yokai. So it's gonna turn the tables on this whole dynamic of where Rakutsu can always is a little bit ahead of her. It's like, I remember everything. And she's gonna just rage out, but I don't think she's gonna end up destroying the Earth. I think Rakutsu and her Model X and her friends will convince her to stop, but she's definitely gonna have a mental break, because all Delilah really wanted was she likes Rakutsu and she just wanted a normal life, and then she realizes, I never was normal. This is all a lie. And she's basically a lot like Oob. That's the interesting thing is Oob and Moth Violet are very similar because they're both reincarnated super beings, basically.
That's why they should be and not Rakutsu.
Oh, yeah. Well, if they interact more, you never know. But I think Rakutsu would end up Rakutsu would get really pissed about that. He would start.
Rakutsu actually does like Moth Violet now.
Yeah, there'd be definitely a rivalry there. He'd be like, hey. He'd pay Oob aside. It's like, hey, that's my girlfriend. He'd say some cold shit like that.
He'd be like, what the fuck is a girl?
Yeah, he'd be like, what's a girlfriend? He's like, you know what? Come here for a minute. He just puts him in a chokehold or some shit. That means it'd be funny.
Way stronger than fucking Rakutsu.
Yeah. So Fiend can really fuck with Moth Violet, because he could be like, you know what? He could actually start to figure it out. It's like, you know what? I don't think Moth Violet's somebody different. I think Moth Violet is Moth Yokai. And he can kind of hint at that, because she's been hinting at that at Rakutsu for a long time. So he should kind of know. There's something more to this. So really, she's not a magical girl, because if you know her backstory, she's always watching or into magical girl manga. And her father was a biologist, and she really likes. She's always been kind of fascinated with these purple moths. So
that's why the forum would be good for Fiend and Moth. You could get a lot of detail and shit.
Yeah. And so all these clues and hints have been kind of. So really, she's not a magical girl at all, and that's really the twist of it. She's not really a magical girl. She's just kind of, to keep her sanity, she made all these. Yeah, she's actually a half demon, half human, and she's basically or partially demon, and basically, really with her, she has three different personalities. And that's how she's kept her sanity this whole time, is because she made basically a Tyler Durden, which is Moth Yokai, as a figment of her. Say what?
Instead of Moth having Yokai being a figment of her imagination, make it be her conscious.
Yeah.
That way, like the whole,
Yeah, like her conscious, you mean? Like, so it kind of like different parts of her conscious, like, kind of conflicting with each other?
that would be like, and like, honestly, be Moth Yokai.
Yeah,
She
like,
would think
well,
that she's Moth Violet.
well, that's actually the thing is Moth Yokai intentionally chose to escape to Earth because he knew that planet had a kind of a reincarnation thing. So what he did is before he went there, he made basically some kind of dark seed. I don't know, think of it as like a demon dark seed spell or some shit, and he did that so if he would get destroyed, this seed would implant itself in the reincarnated person as kind of him. But the problem really is he wasn't expecting Delilah to be such a strong person in her own right. And that's what she did. Instead of getting taken over by him, she split herself into 3 different people. Moth Yokai, who is kind of like the Tyler Durden who she sees all the time. She has Moth Violet, who's kind of like the bad version of her.
You motherfucker, I just...
What?
But is fucking Tyler Durden.
Yeah. Well, it is my favorite movie. And so what's...
that's why I figured it all out.
Of course it is.
Yeah. But it is pretty cool, right? Because it's this whole magical girl thing is kind of misled everybody. But it kind of makes sense because why everything's moth themed. And it's like it kind of starts to make more sense than what she's been explaining it. And so that's going to be a hell of a fight, dude. Rakut's is going to be, even if he listens to this, I mean, he still would probably be very excited. But he ain't going to win easily this time. Because I've been playing easy with you this entire time. Now I'm coming in hard, and you might fucking lose.
Yeah.
But then there's always Blues will come in and save him. As Uber, Model X, or Zuka maybe. Well, actually, Fane would actually like this. He might just show up and be like, applauding. He's like, finally, you see the light. Join me. Yes. Yeah. Then,
it's like, they called me a madman.
Yeah. Yeah, they called me a madman, but I knew you were Moth Yokai the entire time. And he's just happy because he knows this is going to cause more chaos and a potential demon civil war because she could end up going. The fucked up thing is Moth Violet could end up going back to Demon World and killing.
She will.
Yeah, Dabura.
I mean, I'm 100% down for letting.
Yeah, that would be actually the move. Is Abigail and Fiend would go to the reincarnated Moth Yokai as Moth Violet and be like, hey, you come with us and we're just gonna go take over Demon World, and she might be like, yeah, why not? My life's ruined. I know I'm partially demon. Why not?
Especially when Abigail.
Yeah, because Abigail's an interesting character because she's kind of always in the background, like Moth Yokai, and you don't know what she's gonna do.
It'll be Fiend, but it'll have like Abigail inside his body.
That'll be interesting. So we got a lot of demon stuff going on behind the scenes. So that's gonna be fun. And Blues is left. Will he return? Who knows? Oh boy! So what do we got to talk about now, Zuka? DBZ talk. Oh, this is the fun part.
It's funny. We started the DBZ talk a while ago.
Yeah, and we never stopped. Maybe we should maybe this is just site news, folks. Maybe we're not. You want us to talk about DBZ characters, the canons, and normie news, or RPG lore?
What the hell is Goku up?
Dude, I haven't played Goku in so long, bro. See, this is the downside that you and Yeah, this is the downside that you and actually Stoner Pickler were talking about, and I was like, fuck you guys at the time, but you guys do have a good point. I'm kind of overstretched with all the characters, but I love all my characters.
Yeah, Dusty Broom.
I
You know
love
what that
Dusty
means?
Broom. Dusty
That
Broom
means
is a
it's time for someone to pick up Goku.
Hey man, if somebody wants to take up Goku, go for it. I'll give him up. I'm legit. You can tell anybody that I will legit give up Goku, but here's my stipulation. You gotta actually play Goku more than me. If you don't, then
Yeah,
that's gonna be a problem. Um,
Right.
same.
would play Goku, but I've already got.
Yeah, Blues
I've
is the
got too
same
much.
way. Blues would give up Vegeta if there was a guy who played Vegeta all the time, But
Yeah.
we're kind of like in
Yeah,
that Tim
right.
and Pat situation. We gotta play him.
He's like fucking really good at Vegeta.
He plays
Am I?
his Vegeta's a little too nice for me, but he's just mellowed out
Well,
now.
I mean, it makes sense for
Yeah,
Vegeta to be nicer than he used to be.
Vegeta's mellowed out, which is cool, and
Yeah, it's been
Goku.
so long. It's been so long since the Saiyan saga, so he's not the
Yeah,
same.
I really like my Goku. I like that. They're like, you're playing Goku like All Might. I'm like, yeah. Give the other people a chance. Why do you really want Goku to save the day every day? I could do that. It'd piss everybody off. They'd be the exact opposite. I fucking guarantee it. It'd be the exact opposite. It'd be like, why is Rom always saving the day as Goku? Can't win with these people. Can't win with
I
them.
mean, you could always show up and win a category Goku and just fucking whoop his ass.
Well, that's the thing too. Is that's eventually gonna happen. Like Goku and Vegeta are just gonna show up and kill that motherfucker. In fact, I think
Well,
that's
he's eventually going to get to a point where he gets strong enough to.
yeah.
I would be cool if he got strong enough and then Goku and Vegeta fused.
Yeah,
Does
that's
that-
what's gonna happen. And try to get basically they gotta train Bra and Pan to fuse too. Double team his
The fuck's
ass.
Pan gonna fuse with?
Bra.
Pan gonna fuse with?
Bola.
Yeah, Bola.
Oh,
Dude, honestly, dude, bro,
Man.
I have always thought about playing Bola, and I could make such a badass Bola. You know why? Because I would
I
give
thought about it too, dude.
I could give her like Vegeta's kind of a little bit of Vegeta's ruthlessness with sweetness, but also she'd be smart like Bulma, so she's like a tactician. I mean, she would be like almost like a blue-haired Batman kind of person. She'd have gadgets and shit. Like, oh, she could be badass if you just really
Meanwhile,
did.
you got Trunks over here.
Hey, dude, chill with Trunks right now. Trunks is the fucking CEO of Capital Corp.
Yeah, he's like the Elon Musk of the Legend verse.
Need armor? I got it.
Trunks.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Zuka, if you want, Trunks could join Moth Violet and Well, Trunks is a little. I don't know. Is Trunks older than? Yeah, he has to be older if he's a CEO. Then. Well,
Yeah,
shit.
he's in his 20s.
Well, fuck it,
That's what
Blues.
he's about.
Oop could join Rikutsu and Moth Violet on their Dragon Ball adventure, but they're just gonna have this magic device that points them in the direction of the Dragon Balls. That'd be
Thought
cool.
about having FG as
And really, all you need, Zuka. You just need to get Trunks out more, because if he interacts with all their characters, like he could even come along on the adventure. Because I'm sure Trunks would be like, yeah, I'll help Moth Violet become normal again. Why not? That's a noble cause.
I
So
wanted Trunks and Goten to meet up so we could do some fusing and kick some
Yeah.
ass, but obviously ain't.
It's just because-
Playing,
yeah, Rikutsu's
Yeah.
playing Rikutsu.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, he barely plays Goten.
All you gotta do is play Trunks more, and he'll show up. If I played Goku
Oh.
more, he would show up. I guarantee it.
Actually want to get like Trunks. So this topic with Vegeta will.
Yeah, Blues. Here's the thing we gotta do soon. Let's play Goku and Vegeta a little bit more. I think we're indulging too much in our OCs, just a little too much. So how about this? How about
I
we?
like playing Kadogan.
Yeah, I do too. I like playing my OCs too. How about we do this?
I mean, yeah.
We make.
Stories are amazing though. That's the whole thing. That's why I see why like everyone loves Katagon and Xanthi and all that shit. Like
Well,
the
it's
story is fucking.
dude,
Yeah, this shit's interesting.
bro. You got like Katagon. If you got Tetra and like Dusty Broom, and even her NPCs. You got a really good cast of like henchmen too, like an alchemist, a werewolf. You got
Well, I want
Tetra
Fiend to meet Xanthi too.
and Fiend, and you got fucking Alexos too, who's kind of like. I think Alexos is kind of like he kind of knows this is going to end badly, so he's kind of like in the background because I think.
He's just chill.
Are you gonna play Alexos more after Catagon? Because he could help raise Tetra's son. Because he's gonna need it.
Wherever Tetra is. So whenever you play Tetra, I'll play Alexia.
Okay. Because I want Alexos to be the father figure of Rosenite Aegis.
Who the fuck is Rosen?
Rosenite is an old Aegis name. I like Rosenite. It's interesting.
How do you spell that?
It'd be like ROZINT, something of that nature. Rosenite. I like it. Why not? It doesn't have to be all evilish and shit. He could still be Rosenite and be an asshole. So.
Getting that magical shit into it.
Yeah.
Rosen.
Rosenite Aegis is a old name from probably a 5th century noble, and Tetra just decided that's the name he wanted for him. You know.
Hey, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, and at least with Tetra, even though you cheated on her, she'll probably be like, your father was damaged, but I knew him when he was actually good, before his family was killed.
Why don't you do a fucking Tetra, Catagon, and Xanthi 3-way?
No. Let's not. Let's
Okay,
not.
Wait, Rom, what did you say about Tetra?
What about her?
What about her?
As far as what she's going to tell her son about you as Catagon?
Yeah.
She's going to say, like, your father... She's going to probably just tell him the best about him. Like, your father was really ambitious, but he was also self-destructive. Like, she would teach... By that time, she'd be mature enough to teach him, like, the good and the bad about him, to where he could make his own decision. And then Alexos would also probably be more... I mean, really, Rosenite would be more influenced by Alexos, probably more than anybody, because, I mean... The thing with Tetra is she would probably, like, smother him too much, and he'd be like, fuck off. I want to go hang out with my edgy uncle.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking...
I'm going to... Because she would live, like, in, like, the ruins, or, like, maybe they built, like, a small house on top of the ruins of Catagon Castle, and she's like, fuck this, man. I'm going over to Aegis Castle to hang out with my uncle. It's like, yeah, well, you go over there, and you tell my brother that you better be back before dinner. Be some drama shit like that.
For dinner.
I want to get to the part where Catagon starts abusing Tetra.
Oh, God. Do we have to do that?
It would be cool.
Hey, man, he does it to Xanthi. Why does Tetra get a pass?
Would he really abuse her? Like, she hasn't done anything bad.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be. So he's gonna be mad that she just went on her own onto a vacation with her two minions.
Were you not there when he fucking shocked Xanthi with like a bunch of lightning because they failed?
You monster! You monster! You are a monster, Blues. Do you know that?
They had done that little mission where Astrid and Elijah managed to get his fucking soul shard.
It's funny that I call you monster when me and Zuka are like no better. Like we're both like, well, the reason we always got along is because we're both as evil as each other. We're like, yeah, hey, you want to go fuck up shit and piss people off? And Zuka's always like, yeah, let's do it, and that's what we did.
But this. I just want to say this.
What?
Catagon would probably abuse Tetra more than Xanthi.
The problem is, I don't think Tetra will allow you, she'll literally leave. She's like, I don't need this. I could marry
Well,
anybody.
yeah. She has the advantage of where her soul isn't bound to
Yeah.
Catagon's like Xanthi.
So he's gonna have to play a little softer with her. He should know that, you know.
Yeah.
And I would honestly think that somewhere in Katagan's heart, he actually likes her a little bit because she's the only one who actually thinks he's savable. Like there has to be some value in that. That she's like, no, I remember you as a good person, and I'm not gonna
Yeah, but
abandon you.
you see, he hasn't killed her yet, so
Yeah,
That's the DBZ news for you folks.
yeah, yeah. We skipped all the other stuff. We're just sticking to site news. Who gives a fuck? Like fuck.
the site is
This is our podcast. We do what the fuck we want here.
the site's interesting enough as it is.
Yeah. Yeah. You want us to talk about Normie news? You want to talk us about? We'll talk about the riots.
No,
Oh, that's fun. Like, we don't see enough of that
that's-
shit. We want to talk about the police. How much we love the police here on this podcast. Like, oh yeah,
Oh, no, fuck the police coming straight from
yeah, yeah. We're an unsavory lot. Like I think we pretty much advocated for burning down targets and police cars on the last
when
podcast.
is Catradia getting back to the castle?
Oh fuck!
Later tonight, after we do the Namek shit, we let people know what's up. That I'm gonna be honest with you, Blues. I've been going easy on these people for a very long time. So when I finally get to engage these people as Rob, they better be a little bit more like. Because I'll tell you what, I wasn't joking. People thought I was drunk. No, if I corner you and I kill you, it's gonna take the other admins to overturn that shit. I'll be like, no, you're dead. I don't know. Get Wish fucking back. So if I kill somebody on Namek, fuck them.
The fuck is Prince Moth gonna kill Fiend?
She's trying, man. But I mean, I see Fiend as being a little bit or a lot stronger. Like I don't know what level of demon Zuka is, but he seems like he can take a lot of punishment.
Yeah, he.
So, but Moth Violet,
He's
that's
gonna
good.
go on finest.
Moth Violet is training Rikutsu, so she's getting stronger. So,
I do want to see her kick his ass though.
eventually, yeah. I like the rivalry. That's why when Model X is like, I'm coming after you, it's like, that's my nemesis. Leave me alone.
I do like that too. I want to see Model X get involved as well.
Oh, Moth Violet is not gonna like Model X at all. It's like, first you arrest me, then you're trying to beat. She doesn't even like her boyfriend fighting Fiend. She wants to prove herself kind of to him that she could actually be a better fighter because she still wants to beat Rikutsu. He's still technically her rival too, but it's kind of like, yeah, it's just more like puppy love shit. Yeah, she's like, because if they're always rivals, she could always keep him around, so or him around, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but then you'll see Fiend and Moth Violet team to fight Model X.
Oh God, yeah. Like you saw if you guys remember that when Fiend attacked her parents and she got that was the biggest hint that there was something more to her story when she remembered the battlefield in Demon World and she was choking the fuck out of Rikutsu.
Yeah.
And her hair is like her whole demeanor was different where her hair is like waving in the air like tentacles and shit. Like that's not good. That's basically her
Oh my god.
her full transformation.
Old ass Dragon Ball Z site.
What is it? You guys hold the podcast down. I gotta use the restroom.
Be Zeta.
Never heard of that one.
Okay, I don't think this is a role play. I think this is just a Dragon Ball Z site. Yeah, it is. It's just a 4. Oh, it's not old. Okay, they're still posting. Let's get raw.
The fuck?
Huh?
It's just weird having Turles as a.
I mean, it really didn't change anything.
Oh, not
Hey,
really.
Blues, I actually got a really great idea. Like, hear me out.
Shit, here we go. Here we go.
So,
What's up?
okay, so let's say this is after the Cadogan saga, right? And he's dying. And then Fiend and Abigail go to him and it's like, look, we can kind of help you out here, but you're gonna have to like sell your soul to the demon race, and we'll give you astral projection. And let's just say like Abigail kind of knows, maybe Abigail kind of can see the future a little bit, and she's like, this is really gonna help you out if you do this. So that way he can kind of go as a ghost to his son in the future. Maybe she could say that. She's like, you're gonna have a son in the future. I can see it. And if you have astral projection, you might just have a chance, if not to save yourself, to kind of like we can
Your family too.
you can get revenge
Kinda
through your
already
son, and that would be cool. That can help tie in, you know,
but
Fiend.
but he kind of already do that though.
Just let Fiend and Abigail have that one. Stop being so.
Don't you remember?
I'm
Remember when? Wait a minute. Don't you remember when Cadogan came back as in like spirit form?
Yeah, I guess that's
Tetra?
true. So basically, so you think that, yeah, because that'll be kind of cool in the if I ever do NPC Rosenite, that his father's actually been talking to him now and then through dreams and shit, and he can just shows up as a ghost. It's like, what do you want, father? Trying to fucking eat a cheeseburger here, and it's like, it's like
Let's train, boy.
yeah, he's gonna be like,
Avenge me.
yeah, it's gonna be edgy as fuck. It's like, thanks, Dad, thanks. Always talking about revenge. He's just eating a cheeseburger like in town, below like Castle Cadogan or some shit. Just trying to eat a cheeseburger, Dad. I know. You've told me like 1,000 times.
Avenge me.
Yeah. Because I have the perfect face claim, and he actually fires like dark blast and shit.
Here
You
we go.
actually-
It's gonna be a Yu Hakusho face claim.
No, it's gonna be actually a fairy tale one, I think.
Gee.
But it's actually he kind of resembles both Tetra and him, so it actually work out well. So except he doesn't have orange eyes. I wish he did, but he doesn't. I guess he'll have his father's eyes. Whatever.
There's
Just
someone who can help you with that.
as far as what?
Melody.
Melody?
She's good with like of like anything.
Who's Melody? Is that Blues
Yeah,
person?
hold on.
Well, if you can, invite her to the site.
Oh yeah.
Fucking-
Yeah, Melody. Yeah, I remember her. Well, tell her that I'm not Rom anymore. That I'm just some random person who plays all these characters. I don't know.
All these people that play
Yeah.
happens to be Rom.
Yeah.
Wait, she hates Ron.
She hates me because I told her husband he's a piece of shit, and he is. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And he's a cuck. So
Was just trying to stick up for her husband. That's
yeah.
all.
Wow, Ron.
I was
Wow.
pretty drunk, Blues. I mean, I'm not gonna lie on that one.
Wow.
But you know what the
Rom
fuck?
had every right to do it.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. if I was just like a complete scumbag and I was never right, like I wouldn't even have the friends and people I know who I do who support me. So I am sometimes right, not all the time. I do some fucked up shit. Yeah, not all the time.
You're wrong.
Rom and I were gonna pull another fucking Zuka and Raditz thing and just like take or a scene that he didn't like.
Yeah, like that's the thing. When me and Zuka get on a roll, like there's a lot of haters out there because a lot of people are attracted to our RPs because we have a lot of fun together, and they're like, I can't let that happen. And it's just a fucking annoying, man. It's like, dude, like I'm sorry as an admin you can't create fun shit because I create fun shit all the time. I don't even. I could do a beach resort shit. Say what?
Really good at creating like villains and shit, and that's what War didn't want.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. Everybody kept creating villains. He's like, well, I want heroes. I'm like, well, bro, like, be a better hero to inspire people. If me and Zuka inspire people to be villains, shit, I inspired Blues to be villains a lot of times. He liked my Romanus, and he created a lot of cool villains himself. Like, shit, I like Catogon. Catogon's a fucking good villain. I'd say I'd honestly say... Say what?
Didn't he end up making Rom's cousin?
Yeah, and Gree made Greekus, and, you know, I mean, I liked it. I didn't tell him no. I mean, shit. I was like, that's fucking cool. I didn't know people liked my stuff that much. I was, you know, that's the thing.
No, do you guys actually think Catogon is a good villain?
Yeah, I do.
It. I love it.
And I like all the henchmen, the unique henchmen. You got Fiend, you got basically the guy who's saying he's the best swordman in the world. Like you got Tetra. It's a good cast of villains.
Who the fuck is Dusty Broom?
Dusty Broom is a master swordsman, but
Is he though?
But he uses like if you know him from Kenshin, he uses like 10 different swords, but in this anime, in Legends, he has dino caps. So he has belt loops of dino caps to where he has hundreds of swords on him, and also other gadgets.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie.
So he like...
But I wanna see Dusty Broom and Trunks go out.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Well, fucking Rikutsu was so...
The best swordsman.
Rikutsu, finally somebody answered a call because Rikutsu's creating a swordsman. It's like, I'm coming after you, Dusty Broom. I'm like, bring it, motherfucker. It's like, I'll keep switching them.
Dusty Broom.
And then I got that final sword shit. I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. When I get that final sword, the key sword out, oh, that's legend right there. Final sword! Ugh!
Pretty lame.
Shut up. No, don't say that. It's not cool. Undermining my villains. You know what, Blues? I've always played henchmen so far. One day I'm gonna play a main villain in a saga, but it's got to be after Catogon, huh?
I don't think anybody's gonna take you seriously.
They will. Well, I actually have big plans for Planet Solata because I was thinking Rom and Zuka's son. After a while, they're just like, you know what?
As long as this is the one behind it, nobody's gonna take.
Say what?
I say as long as people know that you're the one behind it, nobody's gonna take you seriously.
I tell you something, Rom. You wanna know who you sound like?
Why? What?
Might not like, but you sound like Jeff Ross.
Oh, geez.
I do? Oh. That's cool. I'll take that. But
I mean, he's funny as fuck.
People don't take me seriously because I just never. I stepped back from the main villain role, and you know, with you running this saga and Catogon has to be the villain. I mean, why would I want to be the main villain? But could I be if I want to? They're gonna find out real quickly at my own skill when I fight them just as Rom.
You're gonna get your ass beat by like.
So. No, they're gonna no, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna corner them if they don't like, unless they like put out some decent shit. Like I'm gonna let some. I'm not intentionally gonna try to kill them, but if they put out some sloppy shit and I see openings, I'm gonna be like, I don't care. I'll literally kill them. I'll kill them, and if they want to take it to other admins, I'll tell them why. Like, well, she didn't block. I got a knee in. Then I aimed a ROM burner at point blank and blasted her ass. And maybe Blues will give some leeway, but I'll be like, well, she's still injured on the ground, so what do you want me to do, Blues? You think Rom's gonna?
What I want you to do. I want you to redo your post because I want you to redo your entire battle post because you lost.
No, you're not gonna do me like that. No. Wait, Blues. If Rom legit had every 100% reason to kill somebody, you should kind of allow it because then it's gonna tell people, oh shit, we could really die in this shit. But I'm not. Like I said, they're gonna have to really be some fuck ups in C-Box and shit to do that for me to call that out. But you gotta understand, nobody takes this as seriously as they could because they all think they're always going to come out of it alive. So you should allow me to, I don't know, off somebody and they just go to Otherworld for a little bit. I don't know. Tell them play in C. Yeah, tell them you have to play in C-Box in Otherworld for 2 days.
That's the plan.
Or you have to do a fucking
same with Zuka. If Zuka goes to Earth and he just dominates and kills somebody, fuck him. Let them die and learn a lesson. C-Box isn't always just fun and games. You can die in there too. If C-Box is gonna get that serious, some people are probably gonna die, and that goes for my henchmen too. Huh? Well, that goes for my henchmen too, or like Tetrani. She almost got killed by Konton, and there was nothing I could do. If I wasn't gonna bullshit my way out, I'd be like, "Fuck it, she's dead." And then,
you almost died to Elijah.
Yeah. So, but I'd be like, well, have fun, Konton, because Katagon's going to come after you forever now. Just because you took something that he valued away from him, whatever value he took on that. So, may not be love, but it's like, well, that's my woman. She belongs to me. You can't just take that away from me. That's Katagon. Yeah, that's basically Katagon. So, no, it's gonna be fun. But what? What? That? Why are you laughing so evilly, Blues? What the hell's going on?
Look at the images.
What have you done, Blues? Oh, what the fuck?
I gotta go up here now. Oh, fuck.
Are you fucking with Rikutsu?
No.
Oob, why are you trying to fight me, Moth Violet?
I'm not saying look at the C-Box, you idiot. I'm saying look at images and links channel on Discord.
Let's see.
Who
the fuck's that?
I don't know why this is so funny to me.
That looks like, honestly, that would be Rikutsu's and Moth Violet's daughter.
What are you? Scroll all the way down.
Yeah, what the fuck are you looking at, bro?
What the oh. What the fuck is that? Yeah,
you laughing at Michael B. Jordan or Gohan and Pan?
Gohan and Pan. I don't know why. It just looks so funny.
No, don't hurt me. I got a map in my backpack. I'm Dora the DBZ Explorer.
Dora the Explorer.
She literally is Dora the Explorer. Like, what the fuck? She'd be stuck in Mexican, no mi queso or some shit.
I don't know what's so I don't know why it's so funny seeing Gohan strangling the shit out of Pan.
It's like you
tears in my fucking eyes.
You speak Spanish here? What the fuck you think you are? you speak English here. It's like some fucked up shit.
The oh shit! Oh, I'm still fucking tearing up. Holy.
It's another one.
Oh God! I bet you Rakutsu did make this their daughter, because he has Rakutsu's eyes.
Oh,
Let
geez.
me ask him. Well, I'll ask him later.
You gotta have an event where Gohan turns evil just so he can fucking strangle Pan.
Yeah, I can see Rakutsu and Dalila getting married, but I don't know if I want their daughter to be a swordsman. Like, what? You think there'd be something else? Like, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Let Rakutsu do Rakutsu things. That's what I say. What else we got to talk? Well, folks, we didn't get into anything extra special today. I mean, we could have gotten some DBZ RPG lore. I mean, there's plenty of stories to talk about.
We're gonna rant.
Oh, yeah. Well, fucking... Okay. Well, let me think about this for a minute. Folks, we started this podcast kind of like with no plan. Like, absolutely no plan of what the fuck we were doing. That's how we started this podcast. Who knows where it goes? Maybe it doesn't go anywhere. I don't care. I'll just come in here and talk with Blues and Zuka, and we'll get like 5 views. I don't care. This is fine with me. But
Having fun.
I'm always having fun, and it's kind of good. We always have a ritual of getting together and just talking. We're building communities here, And
Yeah.
but I'm having a problem with Best Buy because I needed to go get terabyte space drives. Is this cheap? No, it's a solid state drive. That's $300. I gotta go fucking Best Buy, get the storage thing so I can store our videos, because the shit we say on this podcast sometimes, I'm like, we're gonna get banned on YouTube. I don't care. We'll just put it on BitChute. Who cares? It's not like we're expecting to get 1 million views. Like, even I would expect, like, if we were just like super successful in this community, and that's a low fucking bar to begin with. Like we could have like hundreds of views if we had hundreds of members. I don't even know how that would work at this point. We'd have to completely restructure everything. But
I think that'll change once you start advertising.
yeah. But like, the fact that I went to the Best Buy, I woke up early because I knew I had to do the podcast. Woke up early, went to Best Buy, got there at the time it opened up, and they're like, "We're closed." I'm like, "What are you closed for? It's phase 2. That my gym opened back up." What the fuck? What's your excuse? Are you afraid the rioters are gonna burn it down? They should fucking burn it down if you're not open. Like, what? So I was just living after that, man. I'm like, fuck. Because I knew beforehand. I got home from work last night. I thought about it. I'm like, and I was doing video editing. I'm like, fuck, I can't upload this 6-hour video. I think it's episode 2 is the one that's killing me right now. Let me see. I think which episode is loading right now? Episode 4 is loading. It should be up, I think. Unless they already banned the shit. I don't know. Let's see. Well, I don't see it up. Man, YouTube sucks, bro. Like, what the fuck? No, it's 0% processed. No, that's a lie. That's not true. What the fuck? Hold on. It's got to be uploaded by now. Video build. I don't know, man. Whatever, dude. I'll figure that shit out later. I'm not in the fucking mood for.
Send me the link.
Bro, I've been trying to upload these fucking videos, but the point is, that doesn't even matter right now. I can figure that out. I need more free space to store these videos because, let's just say, for instance, we have 20 episodes up, and YouTube just fucking takes them down. If I don't have a backup place to put these videos, We just lost 20 fucking videos. Tell me we're gonna have motivation after that shit. That's why I created the BitChute account, because they won't take anything down on BitChute. So luckily we have that. I already knew better. I was like, dude, we gotta have BitChute. So, but still, I want to have a backup place in case BitChute ever decides, well, you can't talk about like Chinese people coughing on you and giving you COVID-19 or some shit. I don't know. I like, it's like I don't fucking know. So, but it's whatever. I ordered it on Amazon, so we'll have it here. It's a lesson learned. Like, we're all learning how to run a podcast. I don't know anything about running a podcast. Like, I didn't know I needed so much extra space. I got to learn the audio side of it. Eventually, I hope Forte is more active and he helps me out with this shit. But it is what it is. But Best Buy pissed me off, and then like. I don't even give a shit. I'll just tell you straight up. I feel like Xanthi came back and is causing drama between Elijah and Blues. I don't know how true that is. It's just a gut feeling. We'll see how it plays out, but I don't know. But it's like, I have nothing against Xanthi, but it's like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to create, chaos and discord? Why? Out of character? Like, she comes as like strong arms and shit, and she's like, I'm gonna ruin this relationship with Tetra, and I'm like, well, I mean, I don't care out of character if you have an in character motivation. I don't care.
Wait, what are we talking about?
I'm talking about
Tetra.
talking about like. What? How much of this did you just hear, or did you just get back?
I just got back.
So I was saying, like, here's the thing, Blues. I feel like Xanthi came back, and she's causing discord between you and Elijah. So you two are going at it, and then she's like out of character, like, I'm going to ruin this relationship between you and Catagon. And I'm like, well, I don't really care if you have an in character reason. But, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, Xanthi? What are you doing?
That?
Who said what?
Who said they were going to ruin the relationship between
Xanthi out of character. And I'm like, well, if you have an in-character reason, like, I don't really care, like,
Oh, wait, is she saying that she's going to ruin the relationship between...
Yeah, she said that last night. Yeah, about... Out of character.
I mean, yeah, she has an in-character... No, she's not going to intentionally do that. She's just fucking around with you.
Are you sure, Blues?
I'm positive. We already have this shit planned out.
Blues. Do not allow...
I talk to her very frequently.
Do not allow anime girls to ruin what we're building.
Listen. With Catagon and Xanthi,
yeah,
me and Xanthi are 10 steps ahead. We're playing 4D fucking chess. All right.
Okay.
Good question. Is Catagon gonna get his soul shards?
Yes, he is.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole plan is still the same. It's just now with Xanthi back, we just have a few more.
Yeah.
Is there a summary of like everything that happened in the past and shit with like?
You mean like the past like age that these nobles come from, basically?
Yeah.
The lore post.
Forte created something. I just haven't added on to it to basically kind of. I've been too busy, but I was gonna do like Belka, which is the Northern Kingdom. So I was eventually gonna do that. I just haven't done it yet. I mean, I haven't had time.
It's just. And Catagon's backstory.
I mean, at this point, I'm like, well, fuck it. Let Forte and Blues make the rest of the shit, because I don't have time for it. It's like, yeah, just I'll do Belka, because I know that I've had Belka in my mind since I basically created, and that's from Ace Combat. I mean, if you're an Ace Combat fan, you know what Belka is. I just like that as a Northern Kingdom, the Kingdom of Belka. It sounds like something where Tetra is from. Belka. I'm from Belka, the Northern Kingdom. Sounds right. So, but Blues and Forte have been working hard on the rest of the lore. So
No, Rob, it's not. It's whenever you see me, Xanthi, and Elijah going at it,
yeah,
each other, and fucking
it's just
out
for
of character.
show.
Yeah, it's just for show.
That's what I was hoping because I'm like, oh god, I'm just like, no,
Yeah, all three of us are
no,
playing
no,
4D
no, no, no,
chess. We've
no.
got this all figured out. It's just for show.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I was
She's
like,
not intentionally. She's not intentionally trying to ruin Katagan and Tetri. It's just she's just been RPing with me more than you have.
yeah,
That's all it is. You've been RPing more with Rakutsu and as Moth Violet and shit, and I've just been playing
yeah.
Katagan more. That's all.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just trying to make sure there's no like out of character drunk. So I'm like, dude, I can't even like. What do you want from me?
No, to
I'm
see,
so
no,
overextended. I can't even
to
fight.
see when we first came up with the whole thing with Xanthi and Katagan, it was really going to be just contained between them, and then they were eventually going to go out into and get involved with the other characters and shit. But it was really going to just be like really personal.
Yeah.
Then I broke my hand. She started getting super busy in real life, and then we never
Oh,
really had the
I
chance
see it now.
to
So
do
she's
what we
like,
wanted to do.
she's like, goddamn Rom, trying to get in on my stuff. I guarantee you,
Yeah.
she thought that. I'm like,
Yeah, so
well,
like now that she's back, she's no longer as busy as she used to be. We can do the shit that we wanted to do before,
yeah,
we both real life both fucked us up.
well,
And that's
just make
why I
sure.
ended up, because she was gone. That's why I ended up having Katagan fucking reach out to Tetra.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that it I don't know. It's like, I mean, unless Cadogan has a thing for just not if he wants shit he can't have or that's like taboo, maybe that's his like thing. But I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. But I feel like Tetra.
Why not? Why can't he just like both of them?
Oh God, because he should know better. This not how it works. But Tetra. The thing with Tetra that I gave her is that the childhood memories of them playing together, and that's how she remembers him, and that's like I think that's a good thing. I mean, because if there wasn't that, Tetra wouldn't have no interest in him because she'd be like, well, this guy's just a creep. But she's like, I remember him when he was just a normal
Yeah.
person.
And see, unlike Tetra, Xanthi, she doesn't know Katagan like back in the day. And she
Yeah,
wasn't she wasn't a noble or anything. So it's like that's the thing that Katagan and Tetra have in common. They're both nobles. They're both from the same
yeah,
country. They both grew up together. But Xanthi is just that he
yeah.
has that revenge thing going on with her.
And so I don't know.
So
Maybe
it's
there
like,
won't.
and,
Maybe there
and
will
then
be.
Tetra, it's like, yeah, like you were saying earlier, Tetra is the only one that actually been nice to him. Xanthi kind of just talks shit, but he kind of he doesn't like it. It's just like Tetra doesn't do that.
No, she's
Tetra's nice to him. Tetra's nice to him. Xanthi talks shit to him. That's why he wants both.
Oh, I see.
Balance.
Yeah, he wants the balance. Xanthi's mean to him. Tetra's nice.
Yeah.
Yin to his yang.
Tetra hasn't
Sugar's
even
like,
really interacted with him since now that he has his normal body back. But I mean, that'll be nice for her. She'll be like, finally, you don't look like a fucking death itself. Even though he still looks kind of intimidating, but I mean, it's not. I mean, she looks evil herself, so that doesn't really bother her all that much.
I mean, does he look that intimidating though?
In some images, but not in all. I'm sure he has like just a normal calm face. So, but yeah. I mean, things are shaping up good. I mean, adding a little bit of a love triangle doesn't really bother me too much. I was just kind of poking fun at it because it's kind of silly. I'm not competing over
Yeah.
blues over you, Xanthi. Like that's like what are we doing here? We're both admins. Just because our characters are in relationships, that's not like, well, blues is mine. He belongs. I'm not fucking Tinya and Blues ain't Riven. Like we're not
Oh,
lovers.
well, see, they were actually in a
Yeah,
relationship though.
yeah. That's not what we're about here, folks.
Yeah, and then also Xanthi, she has a boyfriend in real life, so it's like I'm
Yeah.
not trying to do too much out of character, that type of shit, because it's like I know she's got a boyfriend.
You sure you
Yeah.
are not?
I know,
Goddamn
bro.
Blues. Goddamn Blues. Zuka knows too.
I
Oh,
know.
you. Oh God. I feel you. You know what though? I'll be true. I'll be honest with you, Blues. If Zuka hadn't kind of fallen for Melody, I was kind of, but I was like, oh, my buddy's falling for him. Like, you know what? Get that, Zuka. So
Yeah, I know that feel, bro. It's like, man, you know what? I don't want to fuck up my friendship, so you know what,
no.
bro? Go on, get her, dog.
No, Zuka was like, he literally told me, it's like he kind of had feelings for her. I'm like, yeah, go for it, bro. I'm like, because I kind of hinted, I'm like, yeah, she's really nice. I kind of like her too, but I'm like, that's, Zuka claimed her first. I'm like, yeah, I got it,
Oh,
bro.
you like her? So
It's a
do
bro
I.
code. It's a bro
Yeah,
code,
man.
man.
She sends me emails like all the fucking time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ruin. I'd have way more fun with Zuka RPing than I would with her as a girlfriend. Honestly, probably. So
I doubt that, bro.
maybe.
I doubt that.
Plenty other
She's
anime
like,
girls in Virginia. I don't need to go to California for that shit.
I
Trust
wish
me.
she would join fucking Legend. She's
That'd be
kind of like
fun.
Xanthi, my bad.
Yeah. Well, once we advertise, we'll get people because actually got a plan. We're not only going to advertise in English, we're going to advertise in Spanish. We're going to get more Spanish Gohans. We're going to get
Nice.
Portuguese.
Nice.
Let's
There's
get some
there's
actual Japanese people, dog.
Yes.
we'll fuck it. We'll translate it into Japanese because all these foreigners know how to speak English. That's a crazy
Yeah,
shit.
it's a fucking universal
I
language,
guarantee,
man.
dude, there are probably French Dragon Ball Z RPers. We just put it in French.
You know how we got Spanish over here as a
Yeah,
secondary language? Yeah, it's English in a bunch of other fucking countries.
dude, we would
And I
not
feel
even
like
know
the only
Spanish
reason we have
Gohan if we hadn't even advertised. And we advertise more than most other sites because they're lazy, honestly.
I
But
mean,
we're hungry for it.
there was a point on old Legends where we would just straight up, just advertise and advertise. And I think Hero was advertising a lot because
Yeah.
he's been on a lot of sites too. So I think he can help with us
Yeah,
advertising. He's
man.
been on a lot of sites. Even though he's super fucking young, he's been on a lot of fucking sites.
I might do a reward
Dude,
system
can
or
you believe?
something. What?
Dude, you know what? You know what? Speaking of Kiro, do you know that this man was like 12 years old, like younger than us when we were on
Kiro?
DBA? Because I remember I joined DBA when I was like fucking 13, 14. Yeah, like 13 years
God,
old.
you were that
'Cause it
fucking
was 20,
God. That makes me
yeah,
feel
it was
old.
2012. It was
Fuck you,
2012 and I was
Blues.
13.
Young
And
ass
listen,
motherfucker.
I was 13 when I first joined DBA, and I lied about my age because I thought y'all were gonna fucking ban me because I was too young.
That's how you get him,
And
man.
I eventually found out Forte was like a year younger than me. So
Yeah.
that's why we really started fucking with each other heavy because we were like, oh yeah, we're both young ass niggas on this site.
Yeah.
We
It
can't
must have
fuck with the
been
older dudes.
it must have been weird for you guys that young to see crazy ass adults playing these Japanese cartoon
Well,
characters.
see,
Fuck.
You know what I mean, Zuka? They were like,
Could
you imagine-
imagine?
could you imagine,
Look, look,
Zuka,
look.
you being like 12 or 14 and meeting me as insane? And I'd literally come in drunk
well,
like
well,
at
Rom,
20.
you were like what, 22 or some shit?
Yeah, I must have been. This was back in 2013, so I was like,
2012, 2013, yeah.
yeah, I was pretty young back then. But I mean, I would come in drunk and I would just yell at people and be like, "Fuck you, you fag!" Like literally like that. There was no like
Really,
I'm
never
very
really
I'm very
believed it
tamed.
was.
I'm very
But
tamed
see,
now.
I never really thought it was real 30-year-olds and fucking 20-year-olds on this site until, I got older and I was like, oh shit, these are grown ass men.
Yeah.
I didn't start RPing until I was like fucking 24.
Yeah, Zuka started old like I did. That's what. See,
Yeah.
man. That's why I
But
like
see, I
Zuka.
started young because see, my first role playing site was a fucking Sonic site.
Of course, it would be a fucking. You're collecting fucking Spaghetti-O coins or some shit. Whatever the fuck
The
those
gold
things.
ring, yeah.
Yeah, chaos
2012,
rings.
I don't even think I owned a computer, honestly.
Jesus.
It was, what,
I
8
mean,
years ago. I was 21. No.
I applied for Dragon Ball Arena back in 2012, but I never followed it up. I'm like, I don't know about this shit. This seems kind of weird.
First site after I got, because I didn't get kicked off of that Sonic site or anything, but it was just kind of boring because all the big stories had already been done, and then the Sonic fandom was kind of dying at that point,
Yeah.
so nobody was really interested in doing fucking
I
Sonic
couldn't,
RPs.
Blues, I could not imagine ever playing a
Forgotten.
fucking Sonic character. Like, I don't even know what I would do with myself. Like, am I supposed to collect these Spaghetti-O rings? Like,
No,
what the
listen,
fuck?
this was my Sonic. See, this site was kind of designed like fucking Legends, where like it was set in the Sonic universe, but you could kind of do whatever the fuck you wanted.
Oh, okay.
And so my character he hated Sonic because he was a lizard and he could run fast too. But the thing about him was he came from one of the he came from one of the
God.
deleted levels from one of the Sonic games.
Bro, I just remember Mr. Medicare making fun of the Sonic community so much. Like, oh my god. And then
that was one of the
fucking
reasons why I kind of stopped doing it.
fucking Forte used to play Shadow the Hedgehog on a DBZ site. Oh my god.
And you know what?
That
That's why
wouldn't
I
even
kinda
fly
felt like
these
he stopped
days.
playing Shadow.
Yeah.
Forgot in the Sonic.
But look. So I left that site because it was kind of boring. Nothing was really happening, and like it was a Sonic site, so I couldn't really write anything interesting in a fucking Sonic site.
Bro,
So I was like, you know what?
I-
I'm gonna try to find another one.
I would feel
Okay,
more
that's
ashamed
cool.
playing a Sonic character than I would a Magical Girl. Like,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
literally have to go
I
take a
was fucking
shower and wash the
12,
shame
man.
off.
I was fucking 12. It wasn't like I was a grown man doing this shit. I was fucking 12, bro.
Yeah.
So it kind of evens out when you find out, I was 12.
I'll tell you, like, the truth is like, if I played like an edgy Romanist character all the time, it actually starts to stress you out. So it's kind of nice to have more like pleasant characters to play too, so that you can be more laid back with.
That's why I have FG and
Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting. Sonic fucking sites, man. From Sonic to this.
Listen. So I left that Sonic site.
Yeah.
And the first site I found was DBA. I
Oh,
remember
fuck.
the first time I ever went onto DBA. Fucking Tenia and Riven. Remember when Tenia used to play her like gender flipped counterpart Tony?
Oh god, fuck, dude.
You remember that one? Yeah, you remember
Fuck.
fucking Tony, don't you?
Oh my god. These
I
two,
remember.
they used to fucking make out in fucking C-Box and shit. Like,
Yeah, full on fucking sex scenes in C-Box. I'm like,
what the fuck, dude?
I thought Tenya is good at writing dark shit.
So is
They're
Riven.
good at writing. Yeah, they're good at writing. There's no doubt about that. They're good writers. It's just the things they write about don't fit into a Dragon Ball Z universe at all.
Yeah.
It's like if this were a totally
Tenya was
different
on.
site.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is where.
she's on Summit.
Yeah.
It's like the thing about
Shit.
Tini and Riven is nothing against them. I don't really have any grudges against them anymore about Ascension and shit like that. That shit happened so long ago, and Legends is popping right now, so I really don't give a fuck. But at the same time, my main problem with them wasn't how they ran the site or anything like that. It was just the fact that everything they wrote about was
The Dominion.
didn't fit into a Dragon Ball Z universe. It was like
Dude,
everything but DBZ.
Dude, their OCs like ruled an entire galaxy. And I still to this day I don't know what the fuck their galaxy was about.
I think it was like this because I did actually try to read up on some of the fucking lore for that that extra galaxy that they had, but I couldn't because they just had so much fucking content. But I think it was just they were from that galaxy, but they didn't rule it. I don't think they ruled it. I just think
I think you're right. I remember their king.
Relative to some shit. Yeah, I think Tenia's relative to some shit ruled it, but they themselves didn't.
Yeah, I I'm like literally, I was just a curveball into that shit. I came out of nowhere. They almost kicked me off the site because I wrote in like third person or some shit. Like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I just grew from there, man. I'm like, I looked at the Vegeta forum. I'm like, oh, I can have this whole forum to myself. And most people would be like, they want to RP with other people. My crazy ass, I'm like, oh, I get a whole planet to myself. I can do whatever the fuck I want. So I go there. I go over there. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take over, and I take over Planet Vegeta after Iona, and I just like I go from there, man. I'm just, and you know, you used to see me on Arena. I did the same shit. I'm like, when I left Anthology and went to Arena, I already knew what I wanted to do. I'm like, oh, I could be
How long got?
yeah. I was like, oh, I could be Raditz. And, you know, the motherfuckers there couldn't understand me. They're like, why is this guy playing on his own forum? Because I'm like, I could create better shit than you now. I've already tested all this shit out on Anthology. I'm like, I'm going to create an indefinite Saiyan saga because I love the Saiyan saga. So I'm like, I got my Raditz. And people are like starting to notice. And I start getting more people on. I also played Cholera and a few other Saiyans, and I'm like, I started to create a competition between Attention on Earth and Attention on Planet Vegeta, and that fucked up people because they on Arena for the longest they always had there was nobody in space, and so for me to kind of like fuck up that dynamic, it weirded people out. I don't know if it made them afraid of me. Because I don't know. I never got them as strong as I did on Anthology, but like especially when me and Zuka got rolling, they really started to freak out. They started to change the stat system when we're in the hyperbolic time chamber to make us weaker. Like they didn't want us to upset their apple cart. Really, if you really want to look into it, and that's always been me. I like. Of course, I'm an admin now, so I gotta actually be responsible. When I go on a site as just a member, and I'm like, oh, let me see how I can shake up this fucking place. Where can I get an angle to where I'm kind of like unique and dominant? And that's kind of what like. If I was to leave this site and just be a member, I'd be like, where can I go and I can just kind of like overturn this shit and make this go into chaos a little bit. And Rom always does that for me. Just like Zuka always does it for Zuka. Like if I was to leave the site, I would be like, hey Zuka, you want to go fucking fuck up a site and just go wild with Saiyans? And that's what would happen.
Yes.
Hold up.
100% down.
Okay, I got you on audio, Zuka. I think I lost Blues, but
I'm gonna ask you this question, Ron.
what?
If you were just a member here on Legends,
What would I do?
yeah, what would you? If you were just a member,
If I was a member, if I had never known any of you, but I had the same mentality I did, I would have probably.
If you stopped being an admin right now and was just like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna just be a member. I don't think I can.
Well, see, I'm different now, so I'm different.
I'm just asking. If you were just a member now, what would you do?
Well,
would you just do the Moth Violet shit?
If I was just a member now, I'd definitely keep the Moth Violet. I'd probably keep all my characters. Honestly, I like them all. I'd probably drop Goku because
I could see Rom keeping all his characters up for.
Yeah, Zuka knows. I like all my characters. I do like Goku, but would I drop him in a heartbeat? What do you want me to do with Goku? I'm doing the best I can, but like he's more gonna be a mentor. And maybe, honestly, I probably am playing a good Goku as a mentor. Because
I like the idea. I love it.
It's retarded to play him as a main character now. No. Let the other members be the main fucking characters. We're the admins.
Listen,
you want to know what...
the main characters by default.
Yeah, listen. You want to know what my favorite game master mentor told me? The only thing me and you, Blues, are supposed to create is fun. That doesn't mean we're supposed to be the stars of the show. Doesn't mean we're supposed to do shit. All we're supposed to do is create fun. That's it. Not even the stats matter. If we had to break the stat system to make it entertaining for them, like say if we were having a stats battle and we were winning as the villains, but for story's sake, we should allow the heroes to win. Break the stat system, bro. Fuck the stat system. We're supposed to create fun. That is it. If you could do that, if you could create fun, you're going to blow all these other admins out of the water. Because trust me, man, me and Zuka have been all around the community.
I think. You
No,
know
you
what?
do.
I'ma
You
say
do.
this. I think
You do
me-
create
I
fun,
think
but
I think we have created. Because I mean, like,
oh fuck yeah, we
we
have.
can stop being like admins right now and just try to be members, and I'm pretty sure we can still just fucking run the site just as easy.
Yeah.
We've created a fucking environment now to where everybody knows what's up, and it's like they can get with the program. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that's
even Astrid, who's just a normal dude in a suit. He can
Yeah.
still get involved
But-
with people like fucking Future Trunks and shit just because of the fact that he.
But
gets
Blues, if
involved.
you ever want to,
Motherfuckers.
if you want to know the reason why I've always been successful, even as a dick and a drunken retard, I always remembered that. Yeah, Romtard. I always remembered this one thing from my favorite GM mentor. Always create fun, and that's always what I fucking did. Sometimes I created drama, but it was always because people tried to fuck with the fun.
Our fun. Yep.
And
It's bullshit.
that's all I do. And if you do that, Blues, you'll go further than me, honestly. By the time I retire and I'm in a retirement home, you go a lot further because the admins that fuck up are the ones who get too prideful. If you noticed, when I became an admin, I never like tried to get back at people or try to hold myself like I'm higher than anybody. I misspell shit. I fuck up all the time. I'm not necessarily better. I just think I'll just do whatever in C-Box. I'll fucking have a tiki party with a fucking villain sorceress. Like, I think I'm just crazy enough to just fulfill my creativity. And if you're crazy enough to...
Thought about doing.
Say what?
I feel like you already thought about doing
Yeah. So,
Petra.
yeah, it's just... I don't know, man. It's like a... That's what you gotta do, kind of, Blues. Like...
Well, see, this is my mentality. As
Yeah.
much as I like playing Katagan and as much as I like fucking with Elijah and like, even though I do kind of use some of my out of character knowledge to influence my fucking villain's actions, that's kind of what I have to do to make an effective villain. You know, I'm the head admin, I'm the owner, and shit, and it's just like I feel like my responsibility is to create something that people can use.
My only thing,
because it's like me, I can fucking RP anytime I want to. You know, I can go right fucking however much I want to about Future Trunks, but it's like it doesn't really matter if I'm not curating the site for other people to enjoy it too. You know, it's like, what's the point of having the site for everybody to RP on and shit if I'm just gonna fucking write every have Future Trunks fucking save the day every.
The only thing I would actually criticize you playing Katagon is that you really should have kind of NPCs doing more of his bidding, so that way he's not like losing so many battles. And you should have him die too. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
That's what his henchmen are for.
Yeah. And if you really want to get really clever, like like, do what I do sometimes. Create a few henchmen, right? And even have Cadogan show up, but some of those henchmen die off, so the members feel like they technically are progressing because they get the satisfaction of killing one of the henchmen off.
I see.
Yeah.
And they're progressing eventually to you. So once they get to you, they're like, oh shit, now we're at Cadogan. Because you don't want Cadogan to become like Team Rocket where he's just bitch slapped. That was the downfall of Anthology ROM. But see, I've learned from that.
Well, see, Cadogan, hasn't really lost any of his battles.
That is, yeah, that's kind of true.
Because
yeah.
the first one he had with Astrid, Rikutsu, and Kira, he beat the shit out of all of them, and he just kind of fucking left because he couldn't keep up with them. You know, they were like Astrid and Rikutsu, and I think Pan as Seiya Girl came in.
Yeah.
They were kind of getting on him a little bit, and then Kira came, and then that's when he was like, all right, you know, I got to get out.
But that
he didn't lose that one, but he didn't win that one either.
That also works very well. Creating those NPCs works very well when your character is still very flawed. Like, let's be honest, like Tetra fighting certain people on her own, she's gonna have a lot of trouble. Because she is very powerful with magic, but she's not like good. She can't fight hand for hand.
That's why I gave Cadogan the thing about, you know, he has the magic, but he also also has the superhuman powers where he can fight people like Goku.
She can't fight hand for shit, really. Like if somebody gets too close and she gets past her barrier spell, she's gonna pull out her rapier blade and try to cut the person to pieces. So that's also worse.
No, I do see what you're saying with the henchman thing, because it's like the whole thing about Cadogan is and see with my villains in general, it's like my villains are very proactive.
Yeah.
It's like I've always never really used henchmen like that, and when I have, it's like maybe one or two, and then they get killed off in that one battle.
And then also another
DBA. Even with Blues back on DBA, he never really used henchmen.
Yeah.
He mostly did the shit himself.
I do really like
OG Legends. Like even on OG Legends, like most of my villains would do shit themselves. It's like Turles is really the only villain that has other people working for him. Because, you know, one, he's a saga villain. He can't just go do everything himself because he's a saga villain. You know, you have to wait for him to be the final boss. But two, it's like he's really he's more of a type of villain that would have people working for him. Cadogan, he's like, you know, he's been doing shit himself this entire time, so it's like having henchmen working for him. It's like, he's like, it'll be beneficial for me, but it's like you're just a fucking liability.
Yeah.
Like he knows Tetra would probably get him in more trouble than he'd probably help him, because she just isn't as strong as him, and you know she could get in the way more.
Well, she's more of a typical sorceress. I mean,
exactly.
Well, you gotta imagine.
She probably knows more magic than he does. But
Yeah.
It's just the fact that she can't compete with the fucking key fighters and shit. And it's like, you know, she could probably fight people like Kanton and shit, because he can't fight the key fighters either. You know, he got his ass beat by fucking Cadogan in the last fight. So it's
And
like,
actually,
that's where they kind of even out.
I was thinking the Magic Maestro was gonna go back and look. And he was going to find, because really, if you want to fight key fighters, what you need a strength spell, you need a magic key spell, you need a certain amount of spells.
Cadogan, he's just one of those humans that has superpowers.
Yeah. But
you know, like magic, shit, you know, Krillin, he's not a special dude. He's just a human. That's how Cadogan is.
But the Magic Maestro is what he's trying to find out is, if you combine all these spells together, can you kind of mimic Ki? And he's like, I think I can, but it's not going to be like Ki where you can power up to certain, like, in power levels you can power up to like 550,000. If you did it in Magic, it would be like different stacks of spells. So you'd have stage 1, stage 2, but they would go up, but they would also.
See, that's the difference between Magic Maestro and Cadogan. Cadogan, he could transform if he wanted to. It's just that he doesn't have a transformation. He's not that strong to where he has a fucking transformation. He's just a really strong dude that can fire Ki and has.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Magic Maestro as maybe a mini saga villain after. I'm gonna try to play more of a main role after these sagas. I don't really care if people take me seriously now. It's like I never, it doesn't make any sense for me to play main villains. I don't have to right now because all my villains are kind of developing. Like that's what they
Yeah.
don't get. It's like, well, what you want? Do you really want Tetra to be OP and just defeating everybody? Like, like I'll tell you what, Blues. People love Tetradia on Arena because she was flawed. You know, and I did that with a lot of my characters. I mean, for a main saga villain, of course they have to be OP, but see, I don't have to do that. I'm playing henchman,
Right.
so. But
Yeah, and it's like Kadogan has been defeated before. Like Kira beat him.
yeah,
That's why he had to. That's why he had to be like, oh yeah, I need to recollect my soul fragments and fucking do this shit again. Because it's like Kira was able to fucking
yeah.
beat me. So it's
But
like, all
don't.
right,
But if you, I would say this: you don't always like if say after the Katagon saga, you kind of get tired of playing the main villain. You don't always have to play the main villain. Like me or Forte Cannon, you could just have fun playing a flawed henchman like I do. Like to be honest, I enjoy playing like a Tetrati or Romanus more than I would a Katagon. You know, they're just more. There's just more going on with them. They have alternative motives, and they're trying to develop themselves, and so you don't always have to play the main villain unless you want to. But um, I could. I do have, but like I
see,
said,
I would play Kadogan as more of like a. I would play him as like a more consistent long-term character, but it's like,
yeah,
what am I gonna really do after he does what he does?
I do have big plans for Planet Solata though, because when
Plan on
Romanus
bringing his son in.
say what
Gotta go on plans on son in, right?
on becoming.
Catagon is planning on bringing his son in, right?
Yeah, but that's
Catagon would
more
be
like that's
gone
gonna be
by
Rom's
then.
thing though. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be Rom's thing.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have Blues play basically his spirit image, but I mean,
Yeah, well, other than that, yeah, that's Rom's.
yeah. But I imagine that the remnants of Turles' Saiyans, Rom's gonna be like, you know what? Fuck this. Let's go. Let's go to Salada. They said it was destroyed, but they never mentioned if the whole planet was destroyed.
Well. That's
Yeah.
been solved by the fact that we have the site backstory where everything's restored.
So yeah. So Rom's the remnants of the Turles fleet are gonna go back there.
Because if Planet Vegeta and the Saiyans were restored, then that means Planet Sadala was
Yeah.
restored as well.
And so I have very big plans of my own to create a new, basically a new realm of heroes and villains on Salada, where the Galactic Patrol are kind of the
And
heroes.
now we have a Galactic Patrol faction
Yeah, but also you have the
with
Saladan
with
Resistance.
KGN. We have the Galactic Patrol with KGN and
So
Kaksu.
so imagine this for a moment: that Romanus and Zuka's son and like Sorora, all these Saiyans, they land on Salada and they just take over because they dominate the weaker Saladan Saiyans. So, but Rom isn't really like he becomes king of Salada, but he's not strong enough to just like have a chokehold. So he tells like Zuka's son, okay, you're gonna be my warlord for this section, and this Saiyan is gonna be here. So he basically rewards his best Saiyan warriors with lands to rule over. So basically, it becomes more feudal. So Salada is going to be a lot more feudal than Planet Vegeta, and it's like Romanus is like, well, fuck. I gotta. Not only do I gotta appease my nobles and stay stronger than them because they might kill me, but there's also going to be Saladin Saiyan resistant uprisings, and then he has to deal with the Galactic Patrol as the
Then he
heroes.
has to have his son with Cucumber.
Yeah. And Blues could play a role in that too. He could just be a random noble who just fucks with Romanus, or
Now, I'm gonna be Cucumber.
oh, you're gonna be Cucumber.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just gonna berate me anyways as Cucumber, like, why don't you go make the nobles more in line? It's like, I can't do it! I'm trying my best
here.
here.
Why are you so weak?
Yeah.
Why are you such a weak king?
Yeah.
She's like, she doesn't mean it, but she's like,
Yeah, Blues, I want you to be Cucumber then. Yeah, you can be Cucumber.
alright, I'll be Cucumber. But anyway, I'm going to have to dip out because I got to go do some shit and I got to take a shower and everything. So,
But what about we're going to invade Namek? Right?
Yeah, we'll invade. I'm not going to be out all day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we'll end the podcast right here.
Yeah, you and Zuka can just talk though.
Yeah, we could talk a little bit
It's been
longer.
2 hours.
Has it been? Let's see. What is the time on this?
So I'll see you guys later.
It's still recording, right?
2 hours and 6 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. It is up there. I'll be right back, Zuka. I'm just gonna use the restroom real quick, and we'll talk for a little bit, and we'll wrap it up, and I don't know. We'll do something.
Alright, sounds good. Oh. Ominous is gone. Blues is gone. All that's left is the last man standing. Here's a message to you, Ron. Suck it. Yeah. This has been pretty fun. Sadly, it's going to end here in a few minutes. Mom's taking a piss. Blues is out. I'm all alone. Speaking to a fucking computer screen. What the fuck? On the next episode of Dragon Ball Legends, Patagon and Anthe are gonna make a fucking crazy hybrid baby. Probably ugly as fuck. I just guess.
Oh boy. This is the thing, man. The best part of yeah, I am back. The best part is about me and you is we have some good history together of just fucking doing crazy shit.
I left you a little message there. Podcast.
Oh, on the rope on the general.
While you were pissing, I was talking.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Keeping the podcast going.
Yeah, I had to use the restroom, guys. I don't know what to tell you. This is. What do you expect? We ain't getting paid for this shit. You hear me piss, you hear me piss.
Paid hourly. Once the piss, he'll go piss.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, like, I don't know. I think everything has worked out very well. Because I was very hell-bent on creating Enigma, but the problem is it's like, for everything to fall into place like it has, it's almost like you have to kind of create some kind of team. And the team has worked out sort of well, so.
Work makes the scheme work, people.
Yeah. And Heather's here. I wonder if she's listening into this, Heather.
Nobody's probably listening into this. It's only you and me in here.
She's listening. She's listening, all right. But I don't know, man. Let's see what's going on. What do we have to cover? Should we even cover anything? We've already reached the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, I think we've been over everything.
Yeah. We are good. I'm just gonna check. Fucking Renji Hinato, is that? I don't know. Who the fuck's that?
I don't know who that is.
You know, training whatnot. Where have you been, Renji? Oh yeah, they're always like.
Yeah, it's Kira.
Yeah. Well, folks, we're gonna end the podcast, man. we've done 2 hours, and we've already reached the 2-hour limit where we're supposed to stop anyways. So
2 hours and 10 minutes, people.
yeah. So we end it here. It's me, it's Rom, and Zuka ending it, and Blue's left a little early. Hopefully he doesn't die or something, or get attacked by his cousin. So who knows? All right.
See you next week.
Yep.